Hello YouTube, this is Boston Best 047, and this video is going to be an expansion upon some of the ideas I expressed in my last video. And in this video I'm going to make an argument for self-improvement, that is male self-improvement, against the idea of MGTOW, defeatism. And what I mean by male self-improvement, that is, I mean men becoming, better men, behaving like better men, psychologically acting like better men, for the purpose of being able to fix this gender war thing. And I feel this way for a number of reasons. And this is why I eventually kind of had to break with the men's rights movement, with men going their own way, as I discussed in my last video. These sorts of ideas about gender, I think are unnatural. That is, we as a species, we're a sexually dimorphic species. We are male and female. We are not male or female. We're not two separate Homo sapiens. One male, one female. Gender politics creates this idea that the two are essentially separate species, in a sense. Not that it's thought of like that, but that it's sort of it's not hard to come to the conclusion, to do. I mean, it's not hard to take that to its most extreme. How about I say it like that? And that's unnatural. Men need women, women need men. Male needs female. Feminine and masculine are a polarity. They are not, one or the other. It's not a value. I mean, you can probably make an individual, personalized value judgment on which one you like more, which one you think is better than the other. But the fact of the matter is, it is a polarity. It is not one or the other. It's both together. It's a yin and yang. To think of it like that, maybe. And so when you think about gender politics, there's has to be really a third way. That is, when you think about it from a male perspective, from a masculinist perspective, let's say, and you look at, say, the men's rights movement. On the one hand, an organized political movement trying to go against a big movement like feminism, which has a great deal of socio-political power. It's politically powerful. It's socially powerful. That is, the ideas are very dominant socially. It's the dominant narrative of gender politics. It's culturally powerful in that, it's somewhat, we almost think of patriarchy. And patriarchy theory is, it's like it's second nature to most people who have not, taken the red pill, for lack of a better expression. When you think about it like that, you realize the MRM will pretty much never be successful, that people will never take men's issues seriously. It doesn't matter how much men suffer. People are not inclined to really do anything about men. That is, men, in a sense, are expected to be strong, to be on their own, and really, to contradict someone like, say, a Warren Farrell, who seems to want to, make life better for men, to get them more in touch with their emotions and all these sorts of things. To contradict that, I would say that it's not going to work out. On the contrary, I think men getting in touch with their emotions it would be a liability to men, especially in this environment. So then there's the second way. There's the MGTOW way, men going off on their own, doing their own thing, deciding how they relate to women, whatever. It's a great idea in terms of a certain consciousness, and I support it. I support men going their own way as a consciousness. But for me personally, there has to be a third way, because the MGTOW mindset can easily become a kind of defeatism, for lack of a better expression. That is, the idea that it's kind of a flawed idea. It's in a sense a form of defeatism. It's, I'm going to bow out. Women are I can't figure out women very much. Women are too hard to figure out. I gotta do something. I gotta separate myself. Not a really a viable solution, and really, I don't think it's really a healthy choice. I don't think, not choosing celibacy, but to not try, to not want to have relationships with the opposite sex, to not want to have sex, and that sort of thing. Some people like that. Some people like being asexual. Some people like not having relationships. Whatever. I'm not here to say what you should or shouldn't do, but there needs to be, I believe, a third way, and I think that's probably best personified in say game. And I don't know game very well. I haven't studied game. I got into the manosphere thing directly from the men's rights movement, and now that I'm moving on from the men's rights movement, I'm moving on from men going their own way. MLM sympathizer, MGTOW, sort of in and out, now to doing something else, and moving into a different way of thinking about these issues. That's how I got into the manosphere. So I've never tried game. I didn't even really think about studying game, but over the last several months, I've thought about it. And I said, I should really. A lot of this has to do with my own personal life and various things that are going on in my personal life that has made me conclude that male self-improvement is the absolute utmost best solution. And what I mean by that I mean it's not just it's personal self-improvement. It's self-improvement socially. It's figuring out what you may or may not have done in your past relationships and past experiences with women, and see where those areas. See if there's certain areas that you can better yourself in. And this is not, I think, for example, something gynocentric or whatever, right? It's not. It doesn't have to be thought of like that, and it shouldn't be thought of like that. This is not like pandering to the female. That's a very silly idea. It's really men taking charge of their own sex lives, of their own romantic lives. It's men deciding what they have. What they may have or may not have done in the past to create the problems that they're in, instead of getting just bitter, frustrated, and saying, I'm not going to even bother. Give value to yourself, have a going your own way mindset. Don't per se pander to the female. Don't become don't become like that. Don't become defined by the female. But then from there, what do? You have to do something else that has to be there. So you have to fill the void some way. And that's really what I'm talking about. I'm saying, don't give up on, this is going to sound corny coming from a guy like me, but don't give up on love and romance. So I think we all need that, even in this crazy day and age. So that's all I'm going to say here, and I'm just giving a little rant about what I believe the solutions are, and I have my own theories, deeper theories in this, but I don't really want to make any long videos, so I'll end here, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.